I was brisk walking, and then I walked past a few people, and then I look at them. I don't know whether, I got this mind. Are they thinking that, why am I not wearing mask? Am I doing something wrong? So I got this thoughts crossing to my mind a lot of times.
Oh, dude.
So you know what happened?
It makes so much sense. Now it makes so much sense, dude. So that's why she does it. No, because you know why? There's this lady in my neighborhood who also goes brisk walking, and her face always looks like she's constipated, and I never understood why. She's like, her face is always, dude, she's brisk walking, and her face looks like this, dude, like this.
Intrepidz Podcast number 4. Sovereign, Social Policing, Tony Hawk, Maintaining a Positive Mental Health. Wow. Okay guys, welcome to Intrepidz Podcast number 4. I know it's been a while. Today we have John and I together. I'm Eric and we have John on the right side.
Yep.
Okay, we are both wearing caps, but he's slimmer. Yeah. So today we're gonna talk about sovereign, not wearing masks, social policing. Is it a good or bad idea? And staying home for so long during the circuit breaker, did it take any effect on you? So before we begin, right, maybe we can take a look at this this video footage of our very own Singapore sovereign lady. Okay, let me show it at the screen and show it to you.
Nope, can't even hear it.
I've read the law.
Okay, so
I'll show you a video of the police.
Yeah, but I know who that
you know that
is,
lady,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this lady was at Shun Fu Market, right? And people were telling her to wear a mask, but she says she's a sovereign person.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Got nothing to do with the government.
That doesn't even make any sense.
I guess she fancied herself a diplomat. I don't know.
Follow the rules of Singapore.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm not a person.
You're not a person.
I'm we the people.
You're what?
So she says she's we the people, and then it caused a big hoo-ha in Singapore. People start to ask, what the hell is sovereign? Sovereign, and so I did some search on what's the sovereign citizen movement. So apparently, I think it started at America and some Commonwealth nations. So these people, they see themselves as answerable only to their particular interpretations of the common law, and they are not subject to any government's statutes or proceeding. So they do not
That didn't go
recognize.
so well for her.
Yeah, so they don't recognize US currency and maintain that they are free of any legal constraints, and they reject most form of tax as illegitimate. And participants in the movement, they argue that the concept in opposition to the idea of federal citizen, who they say have unknowingly forfeited their right by accepting some aspects of federal law. So TLDR, right, in short, means they don't give a fuck what the law says, and they believe in their own free rights and will lah. So that's what it is. So okay, what do you think of it? First, maybe we can think what do you think of this movement. Don't try to shit on it so fast. You need to give me a analysis of it.
I'm gonna give you a serious response.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, it's a pretty weak concept that they have going for themselves, I guess. I mean, if anything, they're not actually being held up by a strong enough body to have any real impact on the world. So, I mean, it's just delusional people, right? I mean, they all need to go to a mental institution, and that's like, they probably need help, whoever they are. I mean, shit, you already have foreign diplomats, and at least foreign diplomats actually have power to go above the law in certain aspects. But for them, whatever, it's just delusions in their head. Oh, I'm a big power. No, you're not even royalty, bruh.
Yeah, they are not royalty. So actually you are right also, because I was when I read up on sovereign, And then when I saw the video, so
Mhm.
I think the
And most of
minister,
them in mental institutions.
I think she was after that she was sent to, I think she was charged.
IMH.
I think they remanded her at IMH. But the thing is,
She needs the help.
maybe we don't talk about her, but we just talk about the whole concept as a whole. So I was thinking, right, actually, there's no right or wrong whether you are sovereign or not, because you can believe you are a sovereign, or you can believe that you are part of a federal citizen. But the thing is, what happened is, I think, okay, you are living in a part of a society right now. So what makes a society safe? I think it's law and order and countries. So if you are getting the benefits from the societies, like food, buying foods using currency, and living under a roof built by societies, built by the governments, built by other people of the nations who obey the laws, then you are not above the law because you are getting the benefit of what society and laws offer you. So it's like you are using sovereign as a form of excuse for you to do things that you want and then fall back on and not follow any rules. So like I think that's what you mean, right? Like it doesn't have any ground because I mean, you do have ground. That if you are sovereign, then you can't live in the country. You need to live in some place where the whole place believe in sovereign. Correct.
I mean, they can just go out and live in a forest or something.
Even if you live in the floor, then you need to have to hunt for your own food. And if the forest is protected by the country or by the nations, then you are not really. You still have to follow the law. So in the world, actually, there's no law or an order when it started. But law and order is formed so that people can have proper communities and have safe havens to grow up and be safe. So if you don't believe in the law and you don't want to follow the law, then you can't be part of the society. Then you need to be out of the society. Then you can do whatever you want with.
She also said something about like people being of a lower status than her, right? Apparently, she's some sort of there's some sort of hierarchy happening in their minds, right? About how they're supposed to be royalty or some.
I think she from the video, I think she feels that. I mean, she thinks that we don't know. A lot of people don't know what is sovereign. But the truth is, we really. I mean, we don't know, but that doesn't mean knowing it means you are right. And the another thing is, she was. I don't think she was looking down on people. She just feel that people don't know what is her belief in. So she couldn't be bothered to fully explain what she's doing, and people was trying to tell her that she needs to follow the rules, and then because of this clash of ideology, so I think this whole thing goes blown out of proportions. That's what I feel. I mean she's entitled to her own belief, but she needs to also look at her own situation and judge that she's actually in a society. She's living under a HDB flat, I think, or a house that's built by the nations or the workers that came to our nations to make a living. So she's part of the whole thing. That's why.
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I don't care what the hell she believes in. I mean, she's a sovereign, okay, cool, whatever. Or maybe she believed in Hitler. I don't care. Like, the fuck, it doesn't affect me. Fact of the matter is that she could have just done something as simple as wear a fucking mask, but she had to make a big deal out of it. I mean, in the narrative that maybe she's supposed to be like of, I don't know, some royal status, like, and then going out into public and not wearing a mask. I mean, she's not protecting herself, right? She's not protecting her sovereignty. She's not protecting her, what do you call this? Her right to be better than other people, I guess. Why don't you just wear a mask? I mean, fuck. I thought you were supposed to be protecting yourself, right? But at the same time, it's like, whatever. She probably just has a fucking screw loose in her head. So she needs to seek help. She probably got help, I guess. Probably. I don't know. I hope she did.
So the thing
She
about
seems like she was crazy.
the thing about help is if a person does not want to be helped, no matter how much help you give that person, it doesn't end well. The person will just hold on to what they believe in, and they will not be open.
Yeah, that's why I put her in
help.
IMH. That's why I put her in IMH. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying give her help from a normal person. Give her help in an institution. Put her in an asylum or something. I don't know. Just keep her away from me. You know? Like
Yeah,
if
I
you're
guess.
crazy, don't. You know.
So
Seek help.
then the next thing is, right, because of this, right, so people, the digital guy, the people online, right, they was like,
Oh yeah.
okay,
they
who is
doxed
this
her, right?
guy?
But then they found the wrong person, right?
Yes, they was
Wow.
trying to locate this, they were trying to find out who is
Who
this
she is,
person.
right?
Yes. So they started to search online, and people start to they saw this, there's this tech CEO of this
Yeah.
digital security firm, which was wrongly identified as her,
The lady.
and then it was started to spread on WhatsApp
Mhm.
and all the social
Yeah,
media
that's the
channels.
pitfalls of people being able to dox, right? I mean, you're not exactly a professional at this, but then you want to go and like try to look for people, find them, and dox them, and then you're going to end up in a situation like this where you're going to find someone who looks similar to the person that you want to try and find the information of, and you're going to get the wrong person at some point. And finally, they did get the wrong person. So I have mixed feelings about people doxing those that they think should have their information be revealed to the public. But
Yeah.
like-
What do you think of doxing in the whole social policing? I think
The what?
doxing and social
I mean-
policing.
look, it's good in some ways, bad in other ways. Like at the end of the day, for me, my stance is just like don't reveal a person's personal information out in the public, because what are you going to gain from that? You're the only thing you're possibly going to gain from it is some weird ass psycho who thinks that he can take the law in his own hands, and now that he has the information and the address of the person, he's probably going to end up going there, beating the person up, and then going to jail. I mean, it doesn't really do anything for anyone. So, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just take that personal information that you gained from doxing someone and send it right over to the authorities so that you could help them find the person and bring them to the law even faster. But you don't have to send it to the public. You're just causing more of a problem than there already is. But that's just me.
But the thing is, okay, so what happened if sometimes doxing? I mean, let's not say doxing. Sometimes social policing does. Do you think it helps people to see, okay, what's right and wrong, or do you think it makes it worse?
I wouldn't say it really helps people to see what's right and wrong. I think it you know that movie Purge?
I don't know. So what about it?
So the movie Purge was basically, I mean,
You mean the
long-
one where they have this purge day where they go out and kill people?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, you're effectively trying to tell people that it's okay to do bad things to this person because they did something bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it could very quickly spiral down the wrong path. Like, sure, you're trying to inform everyone. You'll see these posts of people saying like, "Oh, beware of this guy because he is trying to fraud people with fake products or something like that." And then they show his account details, and some of them even have the address of the person. And I'm like, that could very quickly go down the wrong path, and you could find yourself with a bunch of people trying to go to this person's house just to beat him up because he did something bad. And I'm like, that's not really your call, right? I mean, sure, he did something bad to you. The most you could do probably, like, yeah, sure, put his online handle there, say beware this person, maybe put his picture there, but don't put his address there. I mean, The guy still has his own personal life. Sure, he did something fucked up, but if he really did something really bad, just send it to the police. Don't take the matter into your own hands. I mean, what are you gonna do? Beat someone up? Don't do that. You're gonna go to jail too.
I think a lot of this social policing, right? I think when it happens, right? In one aspect, people do social policing because they don't want people to do it wrong. They want people to do the right stuff, and I think because of social media, in another aspect, this sort of social policing actually give you, when you get all the likes and shares, it does reflects, give you some positive reinforcement to your own ego. Like, oh, you see, I share this guy. I'm doing the society something good, and people start to like it, and they start to share it online. And the more this type of mentalities keep happening, where people shares about this. So I caught this guy. Oh, see, I filmed him get down, and then I'm gonna show it online. I'm the one in the moral high ground, where I'm judging you that you are doing something wrong because I have the law with me. But sometimes I feel that's
the thing, right? You're essentially just a lot, like, what you're doing is you already judge the person by yourself, but now you're trying to seek what do you call this, recognition from other people to say that you're in the right, and they would have the same reaction to the person that you're trying to make fun of as you. And I mean, is that really a good thing? Really? I mean, does that stoke your ego? Does that make your dick hard?
Sometimes it's shared by women, so.
Or, does that make your clit hard? I guess.
I don't think they get. Okay, let's not go into that rabbit hole. No, I was thinking. Yeah, you're right. Like, if you are policing someone else, I mean, sometimes you need to think the exposure that you give to these people. You're trying to make them famous. Sometimes it's just very small things, like, okay, this guy's not wearing mask. Just report to the authority. Let him or her get the punishment he needs, and then people will. And you can. I think you can share it online to let people know you should wear mask or this will happen. But you can. I think to protect someone. I mean, to be on the safer side, you should always cover the person's face up, because I don't think anyone deserves to be exposed to social scrutiny. And even if, unless you put your life up as a celebrities, then I think that will be a bit different, because you're making your money.
Even then celebrities also don't like to get judged that much. Like, they still like their own personal space,
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I think a lot of these people, they just want to get their online dick stroked. Like, I mean,
they're online.
They're all just
reinforcement,
like, searching for likes. Yeah, they're all just looking for likes. Like, hey, like my post, man. I just revealed the identity of so and so. He's the guy that was in this article the other day, and I revealed his identity. Give me likes, give me hearts, give me that care emoji, whatever the fuck that is.
But a lot of people will argue to say that, hey, I'm just sharing so other people know that this is wrong.
Yeah, sure it is. Of course it is. Of course it's wrong. You think people don't know it's wrong? Okay, great. You're spreading information, but you're spreading it in a way where you stand to gain. You have personal gain plastered all over it.
What about some of them that submit it anonymously?
If you submit it anonymously, sure, whatever. No, the thing is, anonymity doesn't work that way anymore. Last time, anonymity was about, like, trying to spread information without taking credit for it, right? But I mean, nowadays you're anonymous, but then you still kind of lurk in the background of the post that you made, and then you just revel in all of the likes that it receives. So you're secretly enjoying all of those likes. Like, haha, you see, they don't know it was me, but it was me, and I feel so good. Haha, so many likes.
Yeah, I think you're voicing out a lot of the. I think some of these people, they're subconsciously. I think they don't know that they're actually hunting for likes when they are submitting all this. So I was thinking, like, okay, if we're gonna sum this up, I think social policing and all this exposures to the medias for things that you've done wrong.
Mm.
I mean, it's good to educate people that you don't do all these things right or wrong. But I think
Yeah.
we should always do our part as a responsible person, not to expose a person's face to all this. You can expose his behavior, his or her behaviors, but I think you should just cover up the face so that let the authority gets to these people and get the punishment. Once they get the punishment, I think the news will report it, and then you will know that, hey, yeah, actually, they got punished, and people also know what happened. Just like a lot of the road accidents that is happening, a lot of these road accidents channels, they show this car knocking people, like all this accident, they showcase what is happening, how to drive responsibly, but most of the time they don't show the car plate number or identify the user. I mean, in the past, I think there was cases where they try to identify the car plate number, but I feel nowadays the practice is to, you can show what's wrong but don't show the face.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is the best thing to do. That's how you should be doing it.
Yeah, you shouldn't be showing the face of other people's online. I mean, you don't have the rights to show their face, even if they do something wrong. Unless, I mean, even if what about murder? What do you think?
Dude, if it was murder, then the media would be the one showing his information. You know, and at most the media would show what his likeness is, or if they have the photo. But and if it ever came to the point where they actually knew the address of the murderer, then they wouldn't fucking post the address online either. They would just bring the police there and fucking arrest the guy straight away. You would never see his address. You know what I mean? It's like the last thing you want to do is show where a person lives. That's just not fair to anybody, no matter how bad the fucking, crime is. Like, you just don't want the public being involved. It's the worst thing to do. You'd have riots, you'd have people fucking going ape shit by themselves.
Yeah, I think it does stir the sentiments and stir fear and cause undue public unrest. But
and then okay, so here's the other thing, right? So if you put the fucking address there, and then the person who reads it, oh my god, he's my fucking neighbor and I never knew he was a murderer, I could have died. So you just freaked out a whole bunch of people that you shouldn't have freaked out in the first place. Or like, oh, I know the neighbor. Oh, how come you didn't report the guy? Oh, so now you're going to put blame on the people who were living next to this person who was supposedly bad or committed a crime or something. So there's a lot of finger pointing that ends up happening, for no good reason. Like, why do you want to have people start going against each other? Hey, you could have reported him. You knew he was your neighbor. You heard about the things that was happening. Yeah, well, no, fuck you.
That's true. Okay, but I think there's one reason why I think, for murdering, right? So I have different thoughts on this. I say if this guy is dangerous, he's a murderer on the loose, I think his face need to be his or her face need to be exposed to the public. So the public will be vigilant, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you have a photo of him, you will show it. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, even they don't have their addresses posted. Like I said, if they actually do know the address of the fucking murderer, what would they do? They would immediately arrest the guy instead of like wasting their time putting up the address online anyway. Like, why would you do that?
That's I think that's true also. I mean, once they know that this person is dangerous, then they will expose the person's face so that everyone can stay safe. And I think all this we should leave it. I think we should leave it to the police and the relevant authorities to do their duties. And as responsible citizens, yes, you can show people doing something wrong, but maybe keep the face hidden so that we give these people privacy they need. I don't think they need to be exposed to all this scrutiny. Everyone's make mistake, right? And everyone should be given. Our society believe in giving a second chance to all these people that make mistakes. That's why we have jails and people coming out of jails and all this type of program helping these inmates. Sometimes we might not know that actually during some part of their life they might be experiencing lots of issues that might cause them to be who they are today, and we should be giving them chance to improve, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So the next...
Well, no, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, so basically what I'm saying is if their information is already available online for the public to see, then yeah, okay, go ahead and share it because it was already available online. You're just helping spread the information, right? But then the only thing that I have a problem with is displaying the person's address, where they live. Like, do you really need to tell the public where this person lives? Okay, you show his face, fine. I don't really feel good about that, but if his face is already available online, sure, share the fuck away. I don't care. But you share that person's address, you run the risk of this person getting attacked by another member of the public instead of just, getting arrested by the police if it's a serious enough crime that requires him to get arrested or something. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair to have him get beat up by someone he doesn't know just because his information was shared online.
That's true. So I'm gonna show you this video, right, where I just link it to you. You can take a look at it. So there's this guy, right? He was driving in the car, and then he was filming people not wearing masks. Then he was posting it online. So I'm gonna just cover the face with my mouse here. So he was showing people in groups, right? And then they were hanging out, and he was in the car, saying them they are not wearing masks, and then he posted online. So this whole thing, right, got like lots of likes and lots of comment. So people were scolding them and say, hey, if you want to take a breather, you should take off the mask and hold by the hands. Or okay, maybe then some people are defending them. Maybe they mask off for a while and have some fresh air. Some people did it too. It wasn't crowded at this point of time.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a mix of response going in lah. So what do you think of this type of posting?
Yeah, same thing as earlier. It's just a whole bunch of people trying to get likes online for doing something, like policing other people. It's just them trying to feel better about themselves. Like, haha, I reported this person. It's the same thing. They're all just doing fucking weird, dumb shit.
So I was saying, right, I think if you want to be a social police, you want to do some social policing, why don't you sign up to become a police and really do some policing instead of just using your phone, filming it and posting it online? And I don't think it helps anybody as well. If you want to post it online, post it, but try to not show others people's face. And I think privacy is very important to everyone, even how bad you are, because sometimes it might not just affect the person doing the trouble, it might also affect their family member, which I think is innocent, right?
Mm-hmm. I fucking film people, and I wouldn't like, you film people as a camera operator, and you're always mindful of making sure that you're only taking the shots that you're supposed to take, and you don't take too many candid shots because not everyone wants to look like a doofus in front of the camera. And I mean, it's the same thing. It's like you're taking a video of this person for doing something supposedly wrong. Maybe they just forgot. Maybe there was a lapse in whatever. You also experience that now and then. You also make mistakes. So if someone filmed you for doing something that, you didn't realize we were doing wrong, would that make you feel good? Of course it wouldn't make you feel good. So why would you film another person?
Yeah, man. So have some
empathy.
And
I saw this post about like some guy saying, and I think it's cool because like this is a nice way to put it. It's like if you see someone who's not wearing a mask, don't take a video of him. Just, if you happen to have an extra mask, give it to the person and then remind them that, hey, look, stay safe. Here's a mask. Wear the mask if you're out in public. Like, be a nice person. I mean, Jesus, it's not that hard to be a nice person. And I'm a fucking asshole, and I still want to try to be nice. Like fucking. It's already bad enough. The current climate is already bad enough. You don't need to add to it by being a fucking asshole to everybody.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, if you start from a positive, you want this person to wear a mask and you don't want to wear a mask, you can report to the police. You don't need to show it on the online chat because we do have channels for you to report all these issues, and there are people that are dealing with this issue. Posting online, I think, is like what John said. It's like you're stroking your own egos, trying to get likes and making. I mean, you if you want to get like, yeah, go ahead, but don't expose their identity. I mean, it's not right to expose their identity. I mean, do you want to be doxxed?
Here's a pro tip. If you actually really want to get likes online, fucking post a video of a cute ass fucking cat.
Oh,
a
yes.
a cute cat or a cute dog. Just fucking post that. You'll get so many likes. Your dick will be so hard.
No, I think if it's the cat's not yours, I mean, it doesn't make much sense. But if you post your own dogs,
You still get the likes though.
I mean, the
still get the
fastest likes.
That's really all they want. That's all they want. The fucking likes, bro. They just want somebody to show them appreciation. You know, so it feels so good.
I mean, the easiest growing channel I feel is those showcasing about their pets. And if their pets is really very cute, you don't really need to do a lot of effort. You just need to. I mean, the efforts comes in when you take very, very nice photos and videos. But if
I even did
the
a
whole
test
thing is
myself,
interesting-
bro.
Huh? Did you test it yourself?
You saw that. Yeah, I did that test too. Like, dude, I posted a photo of my dog on Facebook and I got so many likes, bro.
You got
I felt
hot?
so good. Ooh, yeah, bro. I got hot, bro. Like, you see?
Yeah,
you
man.
see? You get so many likes from fucking posting an animal
Dude,
photo.
John do have a
and-
dog called
and
Rocco.
at the same time, you feel good, and it's not at the expense of somebody else.
And you're proud of your dog, right?
That's the main point I'm trying to say. It's like you're feeling good. I don't care if you're the type of person who requires online gratification to make you feel good about yourself. Just don't do it at the expense of somebody else. That's the biggest part there.
And that's just being
Like,
socially responsible.
You're a fucking online influencer. Good for you. You're making money out of it. Good for you.
Yeah.
Don't do it at the expense of anybody else.
Yes, I agree.
Don't make someone's life miserable
Don't
just to make yours feel.
don't build your popularity on the expense of others, right? We should be looking inwards in our own self and build ourselves up. And elderly. Okay, so now the thing is about elderly. So coronavirus, right? The elderly, they don't really use the computers and social media much. So mostly their main mode of transport communication is like hanging out with their friends at community areas or going to friends' house to hang out. So I read this this news by Straits Times, right? They were saying that actually elderly are hit hard by social isolations. They are actually the one of the people that are actually being affected the most by this what is happening, this circuit breaker. And there's one lady say that she starts to feel suicidal sometimes, and has spent so much time staring at her patchwork and TV lately that she gets dry eyes out of it. So
I don't doubt that.
So what do you think this elderly can do? And is your elderly doing well?
All my old folks are in Philippines, and they all have family with them, so they're not experiencing any of this. So I think it mostly comes from the longing of having somebody to talk to. Because for most of these old people, they've basically been left at like an old folks home by their kids, so they don't get much time to actually meet their family, and I guess that's what's really hard for them. And but I honestly wouldn't know what they should be doing in order to get over that, because I don't know what it feels like, because I'm not a very I don't need
too much social interaction.
Yeah, I don't need too much social interaction, so I don't know how difficult it really is, so I wouldn't assume that I would have the answer for them in order for them to cope with all of this during this period. I mean, that's, I'm sure it's hard. I just don't know how hard it really is,
I think for elderly wise, it should be very hard. Imagine us, right? Imagine us, without computers, without our games, and then just sitting in a room, got nothing to do.
I could do it.
You sure you can do it?
Yeah.
I won't be able to do it,
it.
man. It's like, yeah, I think you'll go crazy. You'll like start to build another personality to communicate with. I think we are inherently
Which
a
is
social.
exactly what I did.
What do you
Which
do?
is exactly what I did. Dude, when I was, because I guess I've always, I mean, it's not a stretch to say that I have been sort of like a social outcast even when I was younger. It wasn't, now it's not really a big deal anymore, but back then, it was kind of tough always being somebody who doesn't see, I mean, I had friends. I'm not saying that I didn't have friends, but I always felt like we didn't really get along in a way that I thought that we should be getting along. So I always still felt outcasted. So at that point, I just started kind of just, talking to myself, internal monologues, trying to cope with the situation, making a different persona of myself, which is, it's kind of the dark side of why I'm able to do different voices.
So you have different persona living inside you.
Different accents. And, it's not like, I wouldn't say that it's a bad thing. I guess it was just a coping mechanism that I had. So that's just how I coped with it, I guess. I don't know. But honestly, I just think that I'm crazy and that's how I function. So whatever.
I think maybe you're not crazy. Because sometimes I will ask myself the question and then I'll answer it myself. And sometimes I do it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Honestly, it's fun having an internal monologue. And it's even more fun if you can do it and, say it out loud and have a different accent for every fucking single person in your head. It's hilarious.
Like how?
It's hilarious.
Do you have an example?
You'll fucking talk to a Russian you'll say, so how you doing? I'm feeling very good today. Yes. It feels like a good day today. I feel like today I can do many things. And then you'll have a fucking Mexican, yeah, man, yeah, or just different accents. It's so fun. It's so fun to pretend to be different people. It's so fun.
I mean, some people weird. Make a living.
It's weird. It's weird, but it's so fun. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can see that, fool. Yeah.
I mean, there's people that do it for a living. They try to imitate others people and take up different persona. And I think that's.
But the line there is that they're getting paid to do it. So I'm not getting paid to do it. So I'm just crazy,
Or maybe you're not discovered yet.
I'm just a fucking psycho.
You're not discovered yet. Do you tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna do this? Then after that, you try to do it, and then you do halfway. You say, no, I need to keep doing this, and then you go back in and do something. Do you sometimes do that?
Like what? Just
you want to beat this boss. You got this boss coming up in this games, and you want to beat it, and then you say, "Hey, I need to beat this guy, man. No matter what, I need to beat this guy by tonight." Then you just keep playing that game until you beat it. Then you cheer yourself up. Do you do that?
Not really. I mean, honestly, when I play video games, it's just to play video games. I'm not really looking to beat any make any high score or whatever. So if there's a boss that I can't beat and I fucking feel tired, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow.
So for me is if let's say I want to do something and I feel I feel that I don't want to do it, I will talk to myself and talk myself into doing it. Like I was like, okay, you need to do this because you have this and that. What's the benefit? In my mind, I don't say out loud. In my mind, I will tell myself, oh, you got to do all these things and benefits, and then I say, then I need to do this. So there's two person in my brain sometimes talking to each other. Say, okay, one person is like the injured, and the other person is like the devil, and then you're in between and say, oh, which one should I take? Sometimes I choose the option by the devil. Sometimes I choose the option by the injured. So I mean, the cartoon, right, it happens, but actually if you look deeper into some of the how I came to make some decision, I think sometimes this type of things happen just that it's not showcased out. You just have thoughts, but actually sometimes your thoughts manifest into different personality. So I think that's how some people cope with some of us, and other people cope with being single, being at home alone or without someone to talk to, and then you start to. But I mean, sometimes this is not that bad until when I sit somewhere and then I hear voices. I think that is something that you might need to get treatment. Yeah, I don't sit here and then suddenly someone just talk to me. No, I know, I consciously know that I'm encouraging myself to do something. Not that I'm like, where the fuck this voice coming from? I mean, that's a bit scary already.
Yeah.
Right.
I am knowingly doing these voices. I'm not like, I know that I'm doing the voices.
Yeah.
Okay. I know.
Yeah. If you're like, hey, this is not me, but you keep hearing these voices, then I think you probably need some help. Okay. For us, I think we know we are doing this. It's a way that we keep ourselves entertained, or we try to encourage ourselves. But we don't have voices in our mind ringing, and then we don't know who is this talking. I think that is something very bad, and I think we need to seek some help. So don't think that we are definitely not crazy. We just have a lot of thoughts. Yeah, man.
Oh, dude, speaking of video games, have you heard? Did you ever play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2?
No, I played Tony Hawk once.
Yep. You know they're remaking it, right? They're doing a remaster for that.
Mm-hmm.
Bro. So stoked.
I didn't know that you like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
I mean, honestly, if you ask me about Tony Hawk now, the game, I would probably say probably not super excited about it anymore, just because of how dated the gameplay is, and just because there's been more recent skateboarding games like Skate. Well, I say skateboarding games, but really it's only just been Skate that came after Tony Hawk. And then I think later on in the year, probably Session and this one other skateboarding game is going to come out as well. So, the gameplay for skateboarding games has advanced to the point where I kind of don't really feel that much excitement for Tony Hawk anymore. But I'm still pretty excited about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 being remade more so, just because nostalgia. I love that game when I was a kid. Well, not really 1 and 2. I actually liked Wasteland a lot better. So hopefully 1 and 2 make enough money for them to decide to also remaster/remake Tony Hawk's Wasteland, because that was like the best of the series. My personal opinion.
But when you started playing Tony Hawk, is that your first skating game?
I mean, that was the first skating game that I played. I'm not even sure if there was any other skating game before that. But yeah, that was the first one.
I don't think there was any skating game before Tony Hawk.
I think there was. But I mean, like, it was probably some side scroller thing. Like ollie.
I played Tony Hawk before. I think I enjoyed it. I mean, there's a lot of tricks you can do, going down the street and do tricks. But I don't know. I don't see any stories though. I don't see any storyline to it. When I don't remember the story.
That's why I liked Wasteland so much, because that was after 1 and 2. I mean, there was sort of a story, but then it was kind of just meh. So when you got to Wasteland, that's when they actually had an actual kind of storyline going on with the whole game. It was still, it wasn't anything to write home about. It wasn't some grand fucking storytelling, like amazing storytelling, but there was a story there, and it kind of it propelled you throughout the game. You know, it gave you motivation to do certain things. And there was a lot of crazy shit that you could do in that game too, like fucking bombing a canyon. Was it? Yeah, there was like for some fucking stupid reason there was a huge ass ramp down a fucking mountain or a canyon or whatever, and you had to launch yourself off it. So it was just fucking hilarious.
You know what? I think we should do another podcast, right? Where we just talk about games and how fucked up some games you think it is, and some games I think how good they are. I'll get some gamers in and we just talk about how good some games are and how bad some games are. I think that would be fun, right?
Hell, you know, if you ask me about which one was the worst game ever made, I mean, we can end the discussion right here, and we'll all just be in agreement. It was Hellboy. Hellboy was the worst game ever made. The worst.
What?
That was
I
the
haven't
worst.
played Hellboy yet, so probably I won't play it since you say it's that bad.
That was on PlayStation 1, bro. That's how bad it was. I still remember it. That's how bad it was.
Oh my god.
Like, if you could still remember a bad game, that's a really bad game.
Okay. So staying home, what have you been doing besides gaming recently? I mean, Circuit Breakers has been on for almost 1 month plus now.
That's it. Just fucking.
What about your
playing video games.
your work? Did it dry out? How was it?
Yeah, it did.
Did it affect you much?
Yeah. Just take it.
So
I mean, it was done. What's done is done. So whatever.
So is your work still so your work is on hold or it is
Yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah, basic.
still are the same as me. We are on unpaid leave.
Yeah.
So it's pretty bad right now. I mean, my
For sure.
my company is a travel agency, so
Mhm.
I think it's pretty bad right now. It's pretty hit so badly, that we literally got no more people going overseas anymore, and we have to resort to a lot of different ways to keep the company going. Thankfully, my company is pretty established, so we do have some reserve to burn. But I think burning it forever is not gonna help. So I'm also curious to find out. So I know that before we were working. Okay, so guys, John and I we were working together at this electric scooter company called Mobot, and then after that we each of us left the company for our own different pursuit of our future. So after that, John, you were doing freelance videography, right? So halfway through, you joined. Do you pick up another job?
Worked at a bar every now and then too.
So is the bar still open now, or is it closed?
Yeah, but it's mostly it is open, but it's only for deliveries, so can't really do much about that either.
So the bar, right? They sell what sort of food?
There's beer.
That's
Really good
that's
beer.
drink, bro.
And they also sell food. I mean, that's the whole reason why they can still operate despite having a bar looking place, because they actually are a restaurant. They actually serve good food, really good food. To be honest, really good food.
So that means their delivery is still there's still some delivery going on in the bar right now.
Yeah, I would suppose so. I mean, I hope the best for them. I hope they're still around after this whole thing is over. You know.
Okay. All right. So I mean, everyone is hit pretty badly right now. So I mean, the only industry that I see is doing well now is pharmacy.
Churches.
Churches? How? How? I mean, people can't go to mass.
They're still getting donations, bruh.
Really?
They're like, yeah, dude, they fucking started doing like online tithing and shit, bro.
I think religion does have a place in society because
Yeah, of course. I mean, aside from the fucking religious institutions, the people themselves who actually follow all those different types of religion, good for you. As long as you have a support system for yourself, no matter if it's religion or whatever, good for you.
okay, but the thing is now we talk about mental health, right? So there's people coping at home, then they are not doing very well on their mentally. They might be struggling. So I read that actually good mental health isn't just the absence of a mental health problem. So that means that if even right now you feel that you're alright, being mentally or emotional healthy is much more than being free of depression, anxiety, or other psychological issues. It says actually you have to be rather the absence of mental illness, right, is the presence of positive characteristics. So like so for mental health, right, although right now stress, how we handle stress, how we relate to others and make choice, like physical health actually is very important at every stage of our life. So what I'm trying to say is right now coping at home, right? Do you sometimes think negatively, or do you have some negative thoughts or stress piling up on you, and then you feel like you need to do something or to clear it out, clear all the clutters out?
Honestly, it's pretty easy for me because like I don't have to wonder if my mental health is good or not because I always think negatively.
That means you got some. You need to have
So
some positive
just the
thoughts.
fact that I know, just the fact that I know that I always think negatively, I already understand how to distract myself from all those negative thoughts.
How do you distract yourself?
You know, with whatever the fuck I've been doing.
Gaming,
Yeah.
walking your dogs.
Well, because I mean, you know, like I don't know about anybody else, but for me, it's like if I know for sure that I constantly have negative thoughts. I have I have a tendency to think the worst out of everything. Even Ruth definitely knows this. I like thinking the worst in people. Like, but just the fact that I know about that means that I can, you know, consciously try to do positive things. So,
What some of the positive
I mean,
things that you've been doing?
bro, just trying to be nice to people.
When was the last time you were nice to a person? Beside your
I
girlfriend.
didn't hit someone, so that's
being
amazing.
nice.
Yeah, of course. As long as I don't hit somebody, I'm already being nice, bro.
So in your mind, you were constantly, "I gonna hit you, man." Was that what's going through your mind?
Yeah, dude. Have you seen? Okay, well, I mean, obviously, I've been trying to stay away from social media just because that's also one of the things that really pushes up the negativity in your head. But like before I kind of try to stop myself from being on social media too much, all those posts that you kept on seeing that people were posting of like all this stupid shit and all the, you know, all those reports of people queuing up for places when you shouldn't be doing all of that, and you just see all these fucking morons out doing everything they're not supposed to be doing. Dude, I was so livid at that point. I really wanted to hit somebody.
So that was.
I really wanted to.
So
Like,
why
yeah, that was like,
why do you? How do it affect you?
Because like for me personally, I was thinking like, how can anyone be so dumb? But then after that, I rolled back and I was like, yeah, people are dumb. So let's just stay off social media so that we don't have to see all the dumb people doing the dumb things that they like to be dumb doing.
So do you abstain for social media?
Well, not really. I wouldn't say that I quit social media because, I mean, that's just...
Not possible right now.
Well, yeah, not possible right now. But, like, you know, you cut back on it. And you try to focus on only the cat photos and the dog photos. You don't worry about anything else.
So actually, the things that you say just now is also because of social policing, right? All these people are doing all this social policing online, and actually mentally all this negative resentment on the people that they are policing actually is affecting others people that see all this news, right?
Yeah, you get negative real fast if you just see only that.
Sometimes I will think like, what the fuck? I'm staying at home right now. I'm trying to keep myself safe, and you are out there walking around without mask, and then people asking you to wear a mask, and you're just creating trouble. Why can't you just wear a mask? Or why can't you just stay at home? Why is it so hard?
And then you don't catch yourself and suddenly, oh, you're actually being negative right now, bro.
Yes. So nowadays when I see all this social policing stuff going on, I will say, I will just take a look at it. then I will scroll past very fast. I don't focus on it. I don't want to find out who this person is, because I know, right?
Yeah, no.
I know, right, that these people, I mean, they bring film, so someone's gonna get on it, and I think the same thing. If you are spreading all this negative energy, and I mean, you are spreading something positive by showing. You are in your mind, maybe you are thinking you are social policing this person, so you are placing what he does, all his negative behavior online to show other people. But sometimes all these negative things that people see, it also turn them negative. So negative energy, I think they spread. It's like you can't use negative energy to counter negative energy. You need to be positive, right?
I guess so. Because this isn't math. You know, back then in math,
What about math?
negative and a negative make a positive.
No, man. -1 plus -1 is -2.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Okay, then I guess
Dude, you're so negative. You're messed up. So
Was that math or was that something else?
Dude,
Oh, that was it.
negative plus negatives.
Oh, that was like ions, right? What is that?
You mean those
Yeah.
atomic bond?
Yeah, ions and shit, right?
Dude, I'm not very good with those type of
Yeah, I
chemistry
think that's
stuff.
the one I was remembering.
Yeah, man. So the thing is, I did some research, and for those of you right now that you're feeling negative or whatever, right? And if you think that you might have some mental health issues, I did some checks, and here's a infographics that you can that I'll share with you about mental health. Maybe hopefully it will help you. So in the screen here, we have this from NAMI Media's on common warning signs of mental health. So if you are feeling very sad or withdrawn for more than 2 weeks, if you got thoughts of trying to kill or harm yourself or making plans to do so, if you are number 3 is if you are severely out of control and you always want to take risks, and the risk taking is a bit crazy, and sometimes so you might need to think again, or you got a sudden overwhelming fear for no reason, like you stay at home playing your game and suddenly you're scared of something, but there's nothing, and if you are not eating, throwing up, or you are using some laxative to lose weight, to get some significant weight loss, like what we say just now, seeing, hearing, or believing things that are not real, rapidly using drugs or alcohol, and if you feel that you detect that you have sudden mood changes, behavior, personality, or sleeping habit changes, and extreme difficulty in staying still, or worries or fears that get in the daily activities, then you might want to seek help for mental health. I mean, there's no right or wrong for mental health, but most important thing to have a good mental health, you need to stay positive and try to find ways to counter your negativity, like what John just said just now. I mean, you get so angry with these people. That's a negative energy, but you also accept that, okay, these people are stupid, I don't care. I mean, that's also a way to resolve the negative energy that was built up in him. Some people used to exercise and stuff, so what you can do is look for a doctor if you think that these are some of the stuff that is affecting you. Be honest with yourself and try not to hide anything, because this is for your own good, and I think that's for mental health. What do you think? Do you have any of this?
Yeah. On that note, dude. So I saw a lot of people posting on, not a lot of people, like some people posting on Facebook about how their opinions on certain types of individuals who have started using TikTok, right?
Yeah.
You know, TikTok, the platform.
Yeah, the one that's burning
come
right
on, man.
now. It's on fire.
Come on, man. That's a negative too, bro. Like, them being on TikTok, does that actually affect you in any personal way?
Why are you?
No, it doesn't.
Why are they so
that
concerned?
That means you're just being negative for no reason.
If you look
For
at
no reason.
TikTok, right?
Like, bro, they want to use TikTok to make themselves feel better, to get over this fucking circuit breaker period. Let them do it. You don't have to watch the fucking TikTok
Yeah,
video.
man, you can.
Like, sure, I personally, I think TikTok is fucking stupid. Everybody on TikTok looks stupid, but if that makes them feel better about themselves, go the fuck for it.
No, man, bro. TikTok is
Go
fun.
for it.
Man.
Go for it.
I can look at TikTok videos
Yeah,
more than
that's
Instagram
the thing.
videos.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's my opinion. I'm like, whatever. If you're on TikTok, you look stupid on TikTok, but if it makes you feel better, good for you. Good for you. I got no problem with it. I just think it looks stupid, personally. Stupid. But I'm happy for you for using it to keep yourself positive.
No,
Good for you.
guys, I love TikToks too. I mean, we don't care about what John says. TikTok is good. Seriously, I mean, it's very funny.
Yeah, of course, dude. Like, I'm a minority. I know that.
Yeah,
for
man,
sure.
he's a minority.
It's very
guys.
evident.
Take it,
It's
he's a
very
minority.
evident
Fuck him.
because TikTok is fucking popular, bro.
Dude, it's fun.
So many people are using TikTok.
Yeah.
I think everybody that uses TikTok is
No.
fucking weird, but I'm weird myself.
You know
So
what
we're all
TikTok's
good.
gonna become
We're all
next
good.
time?
We're all good.
TikTok is gonna
What?
become the Instagram, the Facebook for the younger generation next time. And next time, right, the younger generation, their kids will look at TikTok and say, "Fuck, this thing is so overdue. Something's gonna happen."
It's not
Yeah.
even going to be. It is, dude. It is.
It is. It will
is.
be. So, yeah, I'm trying to get into TikTok as well, though.
Mm.
Yeah, I do some
go for
TikTok video too. Y'all can follow me at TikTok. Although it's a bit stupid. I do some. I mean,
If it makes you feel
to be honest,
good,
right? TikTok give you a platform to
do it.
explore, to do things that is out of the norms. Really, if you
Yeah,
want to do
yeah.
something, you want to dance, I mean, do it on TikTok. People
Yeah.
love it. I mean, sometimes,
do your TikTok. Do it.
yeah,
Fucking do it.
seriously,
Fucking do it.
Like,
Love it. I'm not gonna watch it. But fucking do it.
I would
good for
next
you.
time I'll meet Joy and ask him to follow me on TikTok. I'll help him install TikTok.
Dude, I can't follow you on TikTok if I don't even fucking
Yeah,
have
I'll
it. Do I?
install TikTok for you. I say, bro, let me your phone. I'll install TikTok for you and follow me.
No, not gonna happen.
Well, okay, anyway, TikToks is actually quite fun. And sometimes it's not as fun as others, but I don't think you should be judging people from what platform they are using. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever rocks your boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like some people see you doing some. There must be some stuff that you do that people it's not out of the norms and people don't accept it. But a lot of the times,
Yeah, look. Yeah, but like I'm gonna make sure that I'm saying this right. Like, do anything that makes you feel, or do anything that gives you a positive reinforcement for yourself, like makes you feel positive about life during this period. Do whatever you want to do, as long as it's not at the expense of another person.
yes,
That's it. That's the only line you should not cross. As long as you're not fucking up somebody else just to be happy, all good.
if you understand
Okay.
respect, right, then you won't be
Yeah.
doing any of these things to other people
Mm.
because you don't want this to be happening to you. I mean, all this social policing that is going on right now, right? Actually, right, is getting people a lot of people being paranoid outside. When I go out,
Yeah.
when I go out, right?
Shit, dude. I can't pull out my phone anymore.
Yeah. Sorry.
Like the moment I pull out my phone, I can't pull out my phone. Like if I'm out, if I'm like, for example, I'm walking the dog and it's at night. I mean, I see, certain people just, taking a seat somewhere or whatever, chilling out, having smoke, or like, not following social distancing rules. I don't give a fuck. I just want to pull out my phone to check some stuff online, but I can't pull out my phone anymore just in case these people think I'm going to start taking a video of them. And I don't want to take a video of them, but I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable either.
Yeah.
So I just keep my phone in my fucking pocket.
That's
'Cause
being
I
respectful.
don't need that trouble. I don't need that trouble, bro.
Yeah, man. So one thing that happens to me as well, right? I mean, it's because of all this video not wearing masks, right? So when I go out, right? So I recently just pick up jogging again. So in the law, right? I mean, during the circuit breaker, you are allowed to do exercise without a mask on. So but then once you stop exercising, you need to wear back your mask, right? So what happened is when I start exercising, when I go down, I took the lift, right? I wear the mask. I think that's normal. So after that, I start to jog. So I take out the mask and I keep it somewhere and finish my jog.
Yeah.
So before I finish the jog, right, I always do brisk walk to cool myself down. So in case that according to the circuit breaker rules, right, during brisk walk, right, you don't need to wear a mask as well. So I didn't wear my mask to brisk walk. But then I start getting all this stare from these people that walk past me with masks. I was brisk walking. I'm walking faster than normal speed, so I'm brisk walking. I was sweating. I'm wearing my my jogging apparels. So I was brisk walking, and then I walk past a few people, and then I look at them. I don't know whether, I got this mind. Are they thinking that why am I not wearing mask? Am I doing something wrong? So I got these thoughts crossing to my mind a lot of times.
Oh, dude.
So you know what
now
happened?
It makes so much sense. Now it makes so much sense, dude. So that's why she does it. No, because you know why? There's this lady in my neighborhood who also goes brisk walking, and her face always looks like she's constipated. And I never understood why. She's like, her face is always, dude, she's brisk walking, and her face looks like this, dude, like this. It's like fucking forever in like a constipated face, like she wants to take a shit but she can't shit, like that. That's her face.
I don't put out a constipated face though.
No, but dude, here's the thing: you have to. I think from now on, you have to have a constipated face when you're brisk walking, so that people understand that you're exercising.
So you're like
exerting effort.
Oh,
yeah. Then they won't give you the fucking stink eye, bro, because that guy's having a hard time doing his brisk walking, bro.
dude.
Okay, let's leave him alone. He's exercising. He's brisk walking. Constipated face means working out.
That's exactly. I mean, I don't have a constipated face, but it's because of all this policing, right? I feel so. I'm scared, like when I walk past these people, and if they take out their phone, I think I'm more paranoid. Seriously, like, what the fuck? You're taking your phone? I don't want to be on social media.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just have the constipated face, dude. Just do it. I bet you the stares will go away, bro.
So I got pressured into wearing the mask while I was brisk walking. So I was unknowingly I got pressured. I mean, the sec I was reaching my house, and then as my pace slowed down, but I'm still brisk walking, I say, okay, now I think I should wear my mask. No, when I'm doing my my stretching, right, to warm down, right, I also start to wear my mask, cause I just don't want to be. I just feel so paranoid from all this social policing that is going on. So that's what I feel.
Yep.
So that's why in hindsight, right, social policing, right, I think you can do it, but don't expose others people's identity. I mean, that's not fair to anybody. And look at what happened to the sovereign lady, where someone doxed the wrong person. Luckily, that person was identified as the wrong person. What if the lady was not named out, and then people keep believing that the person that was wrongly doxed was the sovereign person? And imagine the harassment and the message that you're getting, dude. Man.
All the harassers, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, the internet is not exactly kind, right? So now you can't just.
Nope.
There's a lot of people hiding behind anonymity and doing things that they don't dare to do face to face right now. So we should protect our people, and we have to be socially responsible. Not only when you are physically present, digitally we should be socially responsible. Like you don't go shit on other people when you're outside, right? I mean, it doesn't reflect well on you. So social policing on others, I mean, and responding, showing that person face, I think you're just shitting on that person, and at the same time you're just getting your ego stroked. So I think we agree that social policing, okay, you can show what's right and wrong, but don't show the person face, right?
Yep.
And staying home at COVID-19, I know it's gonna be stressful, and sometimes negative thoughts creeps out. You need to find ways to generate some positive thoughts. Like if you are feeling, oh, this guy sucks, maybe you can do something. Tell yourself like, it's okay. I mean, that's him, but I need to focus on my life and not on others. And if you got anything negative try to use something positive to counter the negative thoughts. And if it really clutters out, I think the best way that I ever did was to just go outside and do a brisk walk and jog as well. If you can't jog, you can do brisk walk or you can cycle. I think it helps to clear up all your mental clutters, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man. So before we end this, right, I think it's quite long already. Do you know we've been speaking for 1 hour plus?
Yep.
So before we end this, right, we want to do a quick fire questions. So one of these question is, what's the first thing you will do when zombie appears?
I don't know. If I don't have a weapon at hand, I'm just gonna walk away, bro. I don't need
What
to
if
get
it
bitten.
chase you?
Oh, it's gonna be that 28 days later type of zombie.
Yes, they're
the one
gonna
that
run on
fucking
you, man. No
runs?
zombie walks, right? I mean, zombie don't walk, right? They just
Dude.
chase.
Dude, Walking Dead zombies walk. All right. So, but no, if we're talking about like 28 days later type of zombies,
What's
the
the first thing
rapid
you
type
do?
of zombies, find a long object and whack it in the face. Something to keep distance. I mean, look. The last thing you want to do is have that fucking guy close enough to you that they can bite you. So just like,
Wait, something happens to my mic.
yeah, you froze, bro. You froze. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment on the channel. Intrepidz all the way. Yeah.
So like
What?
and subscribe
Let's do it.
to our channel. Thank you. And
Yeah. Like and subscribe to the channel for that beautiful fucking frozen image Eric has on the screen.
oh,
Beautiful.
shit.
Beautiful.
And see us on Facebook. Find us at Okay, that's all, guys.
Yeah.
See you, man.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.